Dear parents, teachers, and protectors of our children, I am Leland from the AtapumaWorld. Today we will explore a crucial topic inspired by the story of Pato the duck, the importance of self-awareness and self-acceptance in our children. But before we begin, make sure you have the story Pato the duck nearby, whether in video story format, printed, or digital. You will need your magical passport for this journey. Patricio lives without realizing his unhealthy habits. He eats without thinking, makes fun of himself, and does not notice how his body is trying to speak to him. This moment in the story can become the perfect starting point for teaching children to pause, observe, and listen to their own bodies and emotions. What is my body telling me when I eat too much? How do I feel when I exercise or rest well? What emotions visit me when something does not go the way I expected? I would like to propose an activity to do with children, my inner mirror. Each child draws a silhouette and inside it writes or draws how they feel when they are happy, sad, tired, or energetic. Then they reflect. What can I do to take better care of my body and emotions? When Patricio falls and breaks his leg, his life takes an unexpected turn. It is not just any fall, it is the result of his unhealthy habits, laziness, and neglect toward his own body. The physical pain he feels also symbolizes the emotional pain that appears when someone realizes they could have taken better care of themselves. At first, Patricio feels shame and sadness. His fall forces him to face something he had never considered before, that small daily decisions, eating excessively, avoiding exercise, ignoring advice, have consequences. However, this situation does not destroy him, it transforms him. The fracture in his leg becomes the breaking point that teaches him the value of caring for himself, being honest, and starting over. Patricio discovers that there is nothing wrong with making mistakes, as long as we have the courage to recognize them and improve. This moment in the story teaches children that mistakes and falls are a natural part of growth. Sometimes they hurt, even physically, but they also show us what we need to improve. It is a lesson about emotional and physical responsibility. If I take care of myself, I love myself. If I neglect myself, I hurt myself. And learning from that is also a way of loving myself. In addition, the reaction of his family reinforces the message. Instead of judging him, they support him with tenderness. His grandmother hugs him, his parents care for him, and a doctor guides him. Through that love, Patricio learns that making mistakes does not make him less worthy of affection. What truly matters is not the fall, but the ability to rise again with greater awareness and gratitude. I would also like to suggest another activity. My Qualities album. Children draw a portrait of themselves and write 3 things they like about themselves, not only physical qualities, but also things about their personality. They can share them in a group to reinforce positive recognition. Patricio does not change because he is forced to. He changes because he understands what happened to him and decides to improve. His transformation comes from reflection, not fear. This step, from punishment to awareness, shows that real change happens when we understand the reasons behind our actions and choose to do better. The story teaches children that being responsible does not mean being perfect, but learning from consequences and taking care of their well-being. Taking care of ourselves is not a punishment, but a way of loving ourselves and showing respect for who we are. When I understand why I should change, I do it out of love, not obligation. If I make a mistake, what can I do differently next time? How can I help my body feel better? In a world where many children constantly compare themselves to others or try too hard to please everyone, this story reminds us that authenticity is an act of courage. Being yourself is not about competing, but about living peacefully with who you are, with your body, your emotions, and your own rhythm. When children understand this, they build strong self-esteem based on acceptance, not on appearance or the approval of others. On behalf of everyone in the AtapumaWorld, thank you for joining us on this adventure of self-awareness and self-acceptance. If this capsule touched your heart, Follow us for more content that inspires, supports, and strengthens families.